Today, I'm creating the strongest character to ever be in the Jujutsu Kaisen anime. If you think Sukuna or Gojo are strong, well, you have no idea of the character I'm about to create. By the end of this video, we'll be left with a character so overpowered that not only would he be able to destroy everyone in the Jujutsu Kaisen verse, he'd be so broken that even anime characters outside the series would be trembling in fear. But what should we name him? Well, since this character would be the best of the best in his field, let's just call him Perfect, because that's exactly what he'd be at the end. But before we begin, just to make this a bit more difficult, we would follow this small rule. We can only use a trait from each character just once. So, for example, if we choose to go for Yuji's durability, then we would not be able to choose Yuji again for another trait like his strength or fighting skills. Okay, so let's start with the very basics. Now, what race would our character be? Well, given that in the series we've only gotten to see just 2 races, we'd have to consider them both. Being a cursed spirit or object wouldn't change much, but only our physical appearance and cursed energy. But since we want our character to look more human, he'd definitely be just like the sorcerers. That was only the first point. And we still have another 9 traits to analyze, and for the 10th trait we save for last. Well, all I'm going to say is that it changes everything, as that would be one of the most broken traits for someone to have in the Jujutsu Kaisen world. But let's move on. We chose his race, but how about some more physical aspects of this character? His physical strength. Well, for this trait, we believe that there are 2 prime candidates. Toji Fushiguro, who without any cursed energy, was able to totally destroy sorcerers, including Gojo. And they all were put to the dirt by his insane physical stats. And of course, Yuji, who's shown to punch through walls effortlessly, destroying curses with a single punch, and even smashing that subscribe button, which I'm sure you could do too, so go ahead, click it. Even though we choose Yuji for this trait, it is worth mentioning that characters like Todo and Maki are also super strong as well. And now, for an ability just as important as strength, if not more important, is of course speed. Here the obvious choice is Satoru Gojo, as he could move so fast he appears to be teleporting. However, there are 2 other exceptionally fast characters to consider. First is Toji, with his enhanced all-around physical stats, and it's no surprise he's ranked as one of the fastest characters. But the next is even crazier, a character who at the very beginning of the story was already considered one of the fastest, and now her current speed has been maxed tenfold. So, now since we haven't picked any trait from these characters, which would we choose? Well, Gojo and Toji wouldn't be an option because I have a different trait that I would like to take from them. So I think that goes for Maki instead. Moving on to one of, if not the most important trait to have, Curse Technique. Now, I know there are a lot of overpowered abilities in the series like the word Cursed Speech, Blood Manipulation, 10 Shadows, Idol Transfiguration, just to name a few, but I think the Cursed Technique to fit our character is Gojo's Limitless, which allows him to manipulate space within the Jujutsu Kaisen world. With this ability, he can distort, expand, and control the space within his proximity. And all that, our character could do as well. I know our character is already the strongest, right? But hold on, we're just getting started. Moving on to the 5th trait, Energy. This one is pretty clear. We've got only 2 characters that have insane cursed energy reserve, which are Yuta and the King of Curses, Sukuna. When it comes to Yuta's energy, it's pretty much, well, ask Geto just how much energy he felt from Rika's concentrated blast. But on Sukuna's side, his energy is also insane. Plus, it seems to be immeasurable, as he never runs out of it. Now, to be honest, this choice would literally make a huge impact on our character, because we have to at least have enough energy to handle Gojo's infinity. So it would be really effective if we choose a character who never runs out of cursed energy. So I guess I would have to go with Sukuna. I mean, this guy isn't the King of Curses for nothing. Even though energy is essential, something equally important in battle is your durability. Yeah, this obviously goes to Nanami. I mean, who else, right? Just a single look at this clip, and you'd get why. I mean, the dude was already fried half by Jogo, but still kept on fighting till the very end. So, obviously, we'll give our character this level of durability. The next trait is the weapons. Now, in the series, there are cursed tools like swords, guns, axes, chains, just to name a few. However, which one would we choose? Well, the Playful Cloud would be the best option. You'd get to know why in a bit. Fighting skills. Well, for this one, there are 3 prime candidates, Maki, Toji, and Panda. However, Maki is already out since we took her speed, so I guess we are only left with Panda and our Big Daddy Toji. This one isn't a debate at all, that the best fighter amongst these 2 is Toji. I mean, this guy was able to jump both Megumi and Gojo, so why not? And adding Toji's favorite cursed tool just complements his fighting style. Now, our character has the fighting skills of Toji Fushiguro, 8 traits in, but we still got 2 to go. And these would totally change everything. Now, for the most important thing every strong Jujutsu sorcerer possesses is the domain. Truth be told, the domains in the Jujutsu Kaisen are really broken, and we've got 3 overpowered candidates. Gojo possessing the Infinite Void, which is totally on a different level. Sukuna's Malevolent Shrine, which, well, we all know is insanely destructive. And Mahito's Self-Embodiment of Perfection. Which would we give our character? Well, both Gojo and Sukuna's trait had already been used earlier, so I'd have to go with Mahito's self-embodiment. So it's pretty much over once an opponent is caught in it. And now, we've reached the final trait for our character, the special ability. Here, we should consider that the most important set of special abilities are as follows. Hikari's Gamble Technique, Mahoraga's ability to adapt, Nobara's Resonance, and Gojo's 6 Eyes. Now, the obvious choice for this would be to go for the adaptation. So even if a newly overpowered character is added to the series, we would still be able to take them on and come out on top. Imagine being so strong, fast, being able to use limitless, infinite energy, and on top of that, you have Mahoraga's adaptation. This combination of abilities becomes unfair to fight against. Click on this video if you want to see what would happen if Yuji fought against every opponent of Jinwoo. Go on, check it out.